What's good, y'all? It's RMP back with another video, and this time we are talking about the craziest MCU news in a while because they've been fumbling a little bit. I'm joking. I don't really think that. But they haven't been doing the greatest. Robert Downey Jr. is back, and not as who you think he is.
Not as Iron Man, not as Superior Iron Man.
Who is he, Rick?
Dr. Victor Von Doom.
Damn.
The king of Latvia.
So,
yes,
I have a theory. I think my theory is less fun than yours, so I'm going to let you start off. Rick, what is your theory about what they're doing? What the fuck?
Well,
Marvel's
actually,
doing?
before we get into that, how do you feel about this?
I don't... Here. I don't have a problem with it. As I've said before, if you've watched R&P before, people like to complain.
Yes.
And sometimes people need to shut the fuck up.
Yes.
It's not that big of a deal. Would Cillian Murphy or Cillian, however you say his name, as Dr. Doom would have been fired? Of course.
Yes.
He's a great actor. He seems like Dr. Doom. Don't get me wrong. And
a young Dr. Doom.
A young Dr. Doom. Also, he can still play Dr. Doom. You know why? Variant. So he could still... This could just be...
The multiverse.
That's another theory I have. I'm going to let Rick cook on theories, but this could just be a precursor to fuck with people. Dr. Doom would do that. He would snatch somebody up from a universe, use them as a puppet, and then when they get defeated, be like, so it was that easy?
Kind of like a Mandarin situation.
Yeah, kind of like that. I think that's a very strong possibility. Cillian Murphy has been talking to Marvel, so he probably is going to play Dr. Doom at some point. But that's a whole nother thing. Please stop complaining. If you're actually a fan of Marvel and all that shit, what we should be complaining about is DC. Because James Gunn, he promised all this shit. We haven't gotten a movie. We got the Wild Commandos trailer, cartoon trailer.
Creature Commandos.
The
Weasel's back. Let's not. All right.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about that. Let's complain. Let's
Weasel's a good
make fun of him.
He's a terrible character. A good one.
Not Marvel. Marvel's doing their best. But go ahead, Rick. What is your theory? No, first, what do you think of Rob?
I'm 100% fine with this. There doesn't even need to have been like a comic book precedent for me to be okay with this. Because of the multiverse and how they've introduced it.
Right.
With the introduction of the TVA and
anything, you could do anything.
Yeah, once there was a drawer filled with Infinity Stones.
That they used as paperweights.
Yeah, I was like...
It's whatever now.
Everything's on the table. I'm fine with it. If anybody's really upset about it and feels like it cheapens Iron Man's death, you're wrong. Because that death Tony is still dead. Yeah. Whether this is a variant of Victor Von Doom or a variant of Tony Stark as Doom, Tony Stark, as we know him of the original universe, is dead. Him showing up, either this person looking like him or is him from an alternate timeline, it almost makes his death even stronger because it's like, this is what it would have been like if Tony wasn't one of the good guys.
And then think about it like this, and we'll get into theories in a second. Just think about it like this. Depending on how things go, imagine Tom Holland's Peter Parker.
Yes.
Pulling up to a fight.
Yes.
Somehow Doom's mask comes off, and he sees his fucking dad, basically.
Yeah. It fuck him up.
Yeah, like, bro. No, it'll fuck everybody. I'm just saying, think of him specifically. Peter, and he's already probably, depending on how they go with his storyline, he's already probably going through a lot of shit. You drop him into that, he's subject to crash out. He's subject to lose his fucking mind, bro. And who else? Who else would that fuck up in a fight and say, like, we just pulling up to stop somebody? Rhodey. He's been back. A Skrull.
Yeah, he hasn't even been Rhodey.
He
might not even know Tony was dead.
He found out he don't know. Yeah. He found out his friend is dead.
We don't know. He was in a hospital gown. So we don't know at what point he was taken. But it's to be assumed that he might have been taken after Civil War.
Right.
Right after Civil War.
So if that's the case, he had to find out after they rescued him. Yeah. That his best friend, his homeboy, is dead.
Yeah, he didn't even get to be there.
And he didn't even get to be there. He didn't see. He couldn't help him. Whatever he could have thought he could have did, he couldn't. Yeah. And now he's pulling up to a fight with some random guy, depending on if they know who Dr. Doom is or not. and it looked just like his homie, and it could be his homie from a different universe.
And even if they kill Doom, now he has to. Now, not only has he heard about his
now he
man's
gets
dying,
to watch it.
Now he gets to see it himself, and maybe
he'll probably
be a
have
part
to
of the
do
cause.
it. Yeah, he's gonna have to be a part of it.
Fuck. All right, so getting into theories, right? My theory is that it's a Tony Stark variant, right? Not a Doom variant. It's a Tony Stark variant who, somewhere in his timeline, things didn't go right. So whether it's before Endgame or I would think it's around Infinity War Endgame area. So imagine they don't win against Thanos the second time. Mm-hmm. And now when Thanos enacts his plans, he now has specific vengeances against the Avengers.
Because they tried to.
And he goes after their families, their loved ones. Mm-hmm. He takes out his daughter, who now exists. Mm-hmm. Pepper, Happy. Like he basically
people.
He decimates Tony's whole entire family. Mm-hmm. And now Tony survives, injured. So this is because we all know Doom usually hides his face because he's hideous, because of his accident. And or usually the inaction of his powers kind of like fuses the metal to his face or scars his face. Instead of that, maybe in his battle against Thanos, or trying to use the Infinity Stones, because we've seen the armor like burn to him. Yeah. Instead of maybe he lived,
and it just burned to his face.
And using the stones. Getting the stones from Thanos after he basically decimated everybody he cared about to defeat Thanos with the stones left him disfigured, and now he wears an Iron Man-esque mask that looks like the Doom mask.
Yeah, but it's an Iron Man mask.
Yeah, and it's him being this version of Doom. I think that holds a lot of weight to see him, like we said, in the MCU, characters having to deal with this evil version of someone that they love. And even though he might not even be evil in the sense of he might be morally ambiguous. Yeah. To where it's like
he may have a goal that he's 10 toes on.
It might be like Ultron Tony Stark, where he made the armor to be around the world that turned into Ultron. Except
and he could be like, I'm trying to help y'all world. Y'all defeated Thanos, but there's more stuff to come. Yeah. Galactus. Yep. There's more stuff to come. I'm trying to help you. Yep. And they're like, bro, like, we don't want to do whatever he wants to do. 100%. And he's like, well, I'm not asking. Yeah. I'm not asking. And it's not a request. This isn't a democracy. And then they got to beef him. Another thing, too, on the flip side, if this is like Rick said, if this is a Tony Stark variant, him seeing his people, because we don't know who looks like what in his universe. Mm-hmm. So imagine Tom Holland is Peter Parker in the other universe, and now he got to... That could be an issue for him because he like, damn,
I'm seeing all these dead people.
Yeah, he like, I watched you die, and now you're telling me not to protect you? No. So that could be.
I have a daughter in this world, and you want me to just leave her unprotected?
And don't let them look just like the people that he. Yeah.
And he's like, y'all couldn't even save me, and I'm not even the type to make the sacrificial play to pull on the cat words, and then it would just.
You could even, I don't know if Cap is still alive, like if Rogers is still alive or not, but you could even have him
old man Rogers.
Tony, don't do it.
What did they do to you, Cap?
He's like.
I lived more than one life.
He like my Cap would never be such a bitch.
Yo,
slap his hand, start killing him,
and then Cap was like,
no, trying to fight back.
Yeah,
and then Sam, shield.
Yep. There's a lot of options. Avengers Doomsday, I have hope for it.
Oh yeah, I got
especially with the Russo brothers behind it. The goats.
Yeah, they're gonna cook. There's nothing. I'm not worried about that part.
Winter Soldier.
My theory is
that's all you need. Winter Soldier is a crazy resume.
Actually, I'm mixing two. I have two that I'm gonna put together. Fuck it. Mm-hmm. My theory is that it is a Doom variant that just so happens to look like Tony Stark. I think Doom knows. Or we'll find out that their Tony Stark did like save the world and all this stuff, and he's gonna play on that. Maybe act like he's a Tony Stark variant, but really, I'm just Victor Von Doom for real. And he's just trying to play on that to get people to do what he wants them to do. Maybe they find out somehow and start trying to fight him. Okay. I also think that Killian or Cillian. I don't know how. I don't because it's a C, so I don't know if it's Killian or Cillian, but whatever. Murphy.
Yeah. So
I think Cillian Murphy is Doctor Doom, and he's just using this Doctor Doom to see how strong this verse is. Mm-hmm. And once they defeat him, which I'm assuming they will, he's like, "Oh, okay, cool. I need to do this level of fucking these people up," and then he's gonna come in another time, maybe after. What's the second Avengers movie? Avengers Secret Wars. After that, or he could be the villain in that. I don't know, but he comes then or after with more firepower, so to speak, because he's like, okay, so they're this good.
Yeah.
This is what I need to do to stop them. Basically,
I think piggybacking off of your theory, I think if they go that route, I think it might even be more sinister in the fact that he uses like some technology based on like scrolls or something, and he makes himself look like Tony Stark on purpose. Oh. And it's really Cillian underneath it.
Oh, that's foul. That's some foul shit.
Yep.
I would shed a tear. I would shed if they was like really believing it was a Tony variant and it was just him with like some scroll tech or something. I would shed a legitimate tear because that's so foul. That's dirty as hell. Mm-hmm. I like it, though. Make it happen. I like your theory better, though. I would prefer that. Yeah. But if they're not going with that, then definitely let Cillian Murphy.
Like his daughter says, "I love you 3,000," and he just looks at her and he's like, "I love you, too." And then she's like, "That's not like that!" And then it just jumps.
Not what?
A dude choking out a child would be very.
He wouldn't. Yeah, he would. Would he not do that?
It would be very doom.
Oh damn! I had a thought.
As long as she's not Ledvarian. Yeah. But I just don't like the discourse online. I'm not saying people aren't allowed their opinions because it's the internet. We're giving our opinions right now. Mm-hmm. I just feel like it comes from a place of dishonesty. It's like, just because something isn't your personal choice doesn't mean it's the death or the basically no creativity from Marvel at this point. I feel like I think
it was a crazy move.
Yeah,
maybe not the most creative move, but it was a crazy move.
I think it's actually the most creative move because it's something that nobody would have thought of.
Yeah, and
like all of you who are upset about it are so upset because you couldn't even fathom
some shit like that.
Yeah. And I feel like if they could do it well, obviously this is all off the predation that this is done well. Mm-hmm. If it's done terribly, then you could say, "Oh, this was a bad choice," and they couldn't. But
we ain't even seen it yet.
Yeah. But if it's done amazingly, I feel like those people will still nitpick it because it's not their creative choice, and they'd be like, "I wanted to see an original Doom and stuff like that." I'm like, all these characters are not original characters. Like we've seen 3 Spider-Man.
But again, we still can see a brand new.
But Doom. They don't care about that. They want their first version of this character to be an original one.
I would be fine with that from people being upset if the MCU never introduced multiverse shit. Then I would be like, and this was our first instance of multiverse shit. Yeah. Then I'd be like, damn, okay, bro. Literally, they can do whatever they want, bro. They can do what they want.
Loki pretty much set the base to where it's like
Idris Elba could be Ant-Man.
Yeah, right now.
Literally right now.
And there's no reason for him not to.
And there's no reason for him not to be, and you could have a valid reason of him being Ant-Man.
Yeah, it's such a weird.
Please don't do that.
I don't know. If it does well, fuck it.
Blade. It's just good to be a Blade.
I just want Blade.
Yeah, it doesn't matter at this point. Even Big Idris.
I'm not doing a Blade tangent again, but yeah, I just feel like it comes from a dishonest place. Mm-hmm. I feel like we're at the spot where it's like, if you can't give me legitimate criticism for it, other than like, he's already been another character. It's like, brother.
That's the point of the multiverse.
That's comics.
Yeah, and then again, like, y'all saw the reaction when Big Rob took the back.
If you like Deadpool and Wolverine, I don't want to hear you say anything about.
Unless it's bad.
I don't want to hear you say anything about the Robert Downey Jr. casting until we see the movie.
The multiverse. If you enjoy the multiverse, shut the fuck up. Yeah. That's just what it is.
You can't pick and choose when it's convenient for you.
You have a complaint.
Okay.
I wish they wouldn't have revealed that the way they did. I wish we would have seen that in the movie.
Okay.
I think that would have been. I think you would have made. Oh my god. I think you would have made people cry if you dropped that in the. Oh my god.
They're really beefing.
I think you would have made people cry if you dropped Robert Downey Jr. as Doom in the movie in real time.
Yeah.
Like if you wouldn't have said nothing, like just say like Avengers Doomsday is 2025 or whatever, and just not said who it was 2026, and not said who it was gonna be, and was like, you know, we've been talking to a bunch of different people, blah blah blah. Kevin Feige can do what he wants. You don't have to tell us. Mm-hmm. The movie comes out. They're in a fight with him or something. The mask comes off, and it's fucking Tony. That would have shook everybody.
Yeah, but
I feel like that's my only, I guess, complaint.
You rarely get surprises like that in movies nowadays.
Yeah, that's fair.
I feel like Deadpool and Wolverine was the last thing to kind of have that, and even then, to give people that experience, they had to kind of snitch on themselves about other things to pull attention away from possibly other scenes being shot.
And somebody probably would have found out and leaked it. But
they found out and leaked it a while ago. There was news of him being Doom in 2023.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I saw the news of him potentially coming back. I didn't know it was to play Doom.
They said Tony Stark is Doom, or RDJ.
Oh, see, I didn't even know that. See? And then if that's true, then really shut the fuck up because they already leaked it.
All right, everybody, this has been another R&P video. Mm-hmm. Let us know what you think about the RDJ announcement. I'm happy to see Robert Downey Jr. back in the MCU.
He looks good.
I think this is going to be a fantastic role for him to have. Mm-hmm. Russo brothers, they haven't given me a reason not to like anything they've done. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, it's comics. If you don't like comics, then...
Why are you watching this video?
Yeah. Or why are you just watching the MCU? But if you feel like this defeats the purity of movies and expectations and stuff, then I don't know what to tell you.
I think we shouldn't let film majors that haven't made a box office film comment on film shit.
I feel like no. Everybody should have their opinion. They just gotta realize, as long as they understand that their opinion is biased, then I'm fine.
That's fair. And most of all, we kind of tolerate you guys. Oh. We're close to monetization. Help us out, man.
Watch our videos, follow us on all platforms, and we love you guys.
Peace out.